Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And there's one expected mother that I am just hoping finally delivers her babies today. Mother's Day here, 2025. Big Sarah, the hypomelanistic boa that I got from my friend Tom Crutchfield, is gravid as gravid can be. I don't know the exact ovulation date, which is the reason why I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact due date. It would have been sometime in January, so 120 days later, we're looking right around now. She's looking extremely, extremely pregnant, and I can't imagine it's going to be much longer, but I've been saying that like for the last week or two. So we're going to have to see. But how appropriate would it be for her to have her litter of babies today on Mother's Day? All right, so here she is in all her glory, Big Sarah. She is a hypomelanistic boa, and I kind of call her a salmon just because she's kind of got that orangish kind of salmon tone. Don't know much about her history. Tom got her from, I believe, a friend of his. Had her outside at his facility in Homestead, out in a beautiful outdoor enclosure, with a normal-looking Colombian female boa named Lucy, and a normal Colombian male. The Colombian male was able to breed both of the females, and last I checked, Big Lucy was still down. Well, she's obviously at Ty Parks. She's been at Ty Parks in Iguanaland, and she's still pregnant. She hasn't had her babies yet, is what I'm trying to say. This girl, can't imagine she's getting much bigger than she already is. Look at that scale separation. I mean, the babies have moved further down her body to the point where they're all kind of just, banging on that exit door waiting to come out. So we've had a lot of thunderstorms here in Florida the past few days, so wouldn't it be appropriate if she actually had her babies today? I have I got a Wise camera here, high definition camera that will record movement. Even if it's at night, it's got infrared on it. So, but if I can catch it live, I'll actually film it on my, with the camera here, my iPhone, rather than the Wise camera. But the Wise camera is just there so I can kind of keep an eye on her if I'm at work during the day or, wherever, just kind of keep an eye on her and see what she's doing. She's on the cool side right now. I put in some cypress mulch, and I've been misting it down. Cypress mulch will help those babies kind of break out of their sac. When boa constrictors are born, they're born in like a membrane. They don't come out in an egg, not like a python. They come out in a membrane sac, and the kind of the rough structure, the rough texture, if you will, of this cypress mulch will kind of help the babies kind of break out of that sac. If I'm not home and the babies are born, the babies are going to be just fine. I mean, mom will usually assist, believe it or not. The females will kind of crawl around and kind of carefully knock into the baby sac, if you will, and kind of help tear it open for them. So they'll get their head out, they'll take their first breath, and some of them will just kind of sit in that sac. If they've got, they're all going to have an umbilical cord attached to a yolk. Some of them might have more yolk than others. But I'm really not worried about the babies being born when I'm not here. They'll be just fine. So, yeah, I was really hoping to do a video today on Mother's Day announcing the fact that these babies were born, but nothing has happened yet. I talked to Tom. He said, everything's fine. In my 20-something years of breeding boa constrictors, I don't see any distress from her. I'm sure she's fine. I I just don't know the exact ovulation date. And boa constrictors will ovulate about 120 days, give or take, from the date of the fertilization, the ovulation. And when I got her right during the time when Stacy was in the hospital and having major, obviously, health issues, and I was helping Tom pack his place up, and we were, getting him moved to his new home and getting the animals fostered out to various people, various locations. So at the time, he said, this is a gravid boa for sure. And that was the middle of December. So he obviously felt some follicles and such. I believe that the ovulation most likely happened in January. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see it. But, when they ovulate, they swell up. Then they that's the fertilization. Then they'll swell down a little bit, and then they'll have a shed because the skin shrinks after they stretch out during the ovulation. And usually once they have that post-ovulatory shed, you can count like 102, 103 days, give or take. So I'm usually pretty good with my records, but during that time, early January, I was back and forth down to Homestead, helping Tom. And I really wasn't paying attention to this girl. I knew she was fine, so that's why I don't have an exact birth date. Usually I do. Usually I can predict it to the day or within a couple of days, either sooner or later, but this one I don't know. So she's going to go when she's ready to go, and I'll be ready. So big girl. She's big. I'm guessing 47 babies. We've had a lot of different guesses. Go ahead and guess in the comments. Tell me how many babies you think she's going to have. I'm saying 47. My buddy Jason Miloradovich from Top Line Constrictors out in Colorado, he says 23. I'm like, 23? He's like, yeah, 23 huge babies. And then my friend Dave Fowler says she's probably going to have like four ginormous babies that are going to look like they're like a year old already or two. No, we're just joking about that. He doesn't really think that. But anyway, I just want healthy babies and a healthy mom. So if I thought at any time that she was under distress or anything bad was happening, I would carefully pick her up and get her to a reptile vet. But no need to panic. She's completely fine. She's on the cool side right now, and she's just waiting for her body to let her know when the time is. And when that time happens, that time will happen, and hopefully I can get the video on or capture it on video. It's pretty amazing when you see it. So that's pretty much for today's pretty much it for today's video. Just a quick little check-in. Got a few new boa projects going. Pretty excited about that. We'll be doing some videoing on that, showing some of the up-and-coming babies. A lot of labyrinth, a lot of blood, a lot of VPI, and some really cool stuff. Some VPI leopard stuff. A lot of high-end projects that I feel like I'm still kind of, up on the the higher end of the projects where not as many people are working with these kind of snakes. So kind of going back to boa constrictors have always been my passion, more so than ball pythons. Ball pythons are great. They are a lot easier to breed for sure. But there's a lot of them out there in the hobby, and I primarily do this. It's done for the love of the animals, and finding homes for the animals is paramount. And sometimes it's hard to find homes unless you're willing to give away the animals. And I've done that with some of my snakes over the years. But the ball python market is really tight right now. There's a lot of breeders out there, and there's a lot of people that have been giving up. And I respect those people who have decided to make that decision. But for me, I never really had a large collection of ball pythons. I'm not going to take any new ones in. I'm going to just kind of stay status quo here and really focus on Boas, because that's really what I love. And that is that. So we'll do an update whenever these babies come. I hope it's today. I hope it's this week. She can't go much longer. I mean, look at how pregnant she is. When you look at her tail, you can see that the babies are like right up against her vent there. So I mean, she's got to go soon. And the whole thing I've mentioned before with thunderstorms is, in nature, when it rains, a lot of these snakes will have their babies. The live bearers will have their babies during the storms, because the water, the rain actually helps wash away all that baby goo and all that smell, because predators are out there and they're like, ooh, they're gonna smell. When I walk into like my snake room, if there's a litter of boa constrictors that are born, I can smell it. I mean, it's just that distinctive smell of egg in the air. And if the people that have bred boa constrictors know exactly what I'm talking about. So in nature, all the predators know when a big boa constrictor has her babies, and they're going to come a-hunting, because they know that's an easy meal. So during the rainstorms in South America, where these boa constrictors are from, naturally, the rain that happens ends up helping to wash away a lot of that evidence, and that's kind of an instinctual thing for the moms. Also, the moms are very vulnerable when they're giving birth. So, a predator comes along during the boa constrictor's birthing process, and mom's not really in the position to defend herself. And after all the babies are born, she's pretty tired. So I am hoping that with the change in barometric pressure and all the storms that have been rolling through here, that today, Mother's Day, could be the day. A few years ago, many years ago actually, I had a super salmon boa named Farah. She was awesome. And she had babies. I think she's had babies on 2 different Mother's Days. There's videos if you go way back. This channel, I started this channel in 2007. If you go back, look for Farah's litters. There's at least 1 or 2 that came on Mother's Day when I was living in Colorado. So that would be cool. So, all right. Well, I want to just once again say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, mother animals, and mother humans. Thank you for what you do. And we really, really appreciate all the moms out there. I miss my mom. God rest her soul. I think about her every day, and especially on Mother's Day. So, all right. We will catch you on the next video. And if your mom is still alive, pick up the phone and tell her you love her. Because I don't think they hear that enough. So that's, I'd do that. If I could do that right now, I would pick up the phone and call my mom, but unfortunately I can't. So, but she knows I love her. So, all right, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.